Cornwall is a wonderful place to live, work and visit, so in many respects we're all very lucky to live in this beautiful county. But what it's sometimes difficult to see is the hidden harm that takes place, often behind closed doors and in our communities, that won't be immediately visible to us.
It never gets any easier seeing or talking to children who've had problems, hearing about what they've been through or what they've experienced. It's always too easy to assume that these things don't happen in Cornwall, that they don't happen in our town, our village, our city or our community, but they do. As of the 31st of December last year, 430 children across Cornwall were subject of a child protection plan. 228 of those children were on there because of neglect, 111 because of emotional abuse, 59 because of physical abuse and 32 because of sexual abuse. Last year across Cornwall, 319 children under 16 were the victims of sexual offences. That's the equivalent of a decent sized junior school. Just picture that, a whole junior school being the victim of sexual offences across Cornwall. We need to do more, and we need to be able to support those children in a more effective way to make sure that we don't have 319 or more this year as well.
Safeguarding is an issue that we may feel it's a little bit difficult to talk about, but we have to be honest and we have to say that abuse and neglect are happening here in Cornwall. The multi-agency referral unit at County Hall receives about 10 calls a day, and half of those calls are passed on for further investigation and for action. 10 calls a day is a lot, but those numbers, broadly speaking, are doubling every 3 years. So the future is actually going to be even busier.
Domestic abuse is a significant issue for us here in Cornwall, as it is in many other counties. What we know from the evidence base gathered over the years is that it can and does affect each and every one of us. On average, it takes 35 reports or incidents of domestic abuse before a victim will come forward. Last year, we had about 8,000 reports of domestic abuse from our communities here in Cornwall. And whilst an awful lot of work takes place behind the scenes to tackle domestic abuse and bring to justice those perpetrators, there is far more that we need to do together. So this is everyone's responsibility, and we all need to take it seriously and be proactive around reporting and managing our response to domestic abuse. So this short film has just been an overview of the high-level statistics around safeguarding and vulnerability here in Cornwall. As a county and as practitioners and as elected members, we must do all that we can to ensure that we improve our response around safeguarding and vulnerability. We must make sure that we have a joined-up approach to tackling these most important issues that are not just our priority, but actually a national one as well. So if you see something, say something. Thank you.